You have some persons that may say the Maltese Premier League is bush league or is not a good league. What do you have to say about that?
I would say that if you're somebody that understands football, you wouldn't really look at it in that type of way. I mean, it's not the highest level in Europe, being honest, but it's far from a bush league.
So where do you see yourself 5 years time from now?
I want to be playing at the highest level, whether that's in Europe or whichever continent it is, and also for my national team.
Welcome, Sports Nation, to Sports DTM, the sports channel where we call sports down the middle. You can expect the latest in sports news, views, and reviews from our resident analysts. No sports topic is too controversial, and no team or player is above criticism. So just smash that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on our balanced offering of riveting sports content. And don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Welcome to Sports DTM.
Welcome, DTM fans, to another exciting episode of Sports Down the Middle, the channel of undiluted sports content. Yeah, our favorite analysts are here. Today we have a footballer, well-known footballer. And if you have listened to Craig Butler make mention of him a lot of times. Yeah, he's a very exciting player. He applies it straight in Europe, Malta to be exact. You understand? And he's here in our DTM bunks to tell us, give us an insight of the man. He's no other than Mr. Martin Davis. Mr. Martin Davis, welcome to Sports DTM.
My pleasure.
Yeah, Martin, how are you doing, sir?
Fine, thank you. Just here relaxing. Another day.
It's a question that we normally ask all our guests. Which teams do you support in different sports?
I think Barcelona is my favorite football club. I'm not really big on any other sports. I'm just a normal spectator when it comes on to everything else.
So that's Barcelona. No, you're not a fan of the basketball.
I watch everything, but I'm no specific fan of no specific team, no.
Okay. Tell us about yourself, growing up, and how did you get involved in football?
Well, I got involved in football at young age. I would say maybe around grade 1. I had a passion for the sport, and my father, he played football as well, and he was somebody that I always looked up to. So he would always take me out and would kick football in the backyard until it escalated to playing in prep school. And then, from there it was history. I always had a love for it. And then at a young age, I realized that this was my passion and maybe something I just want to do for the rest of my life.
That's good. Interesting. And there were no other sports, just football was just a focus.
I used to run track and field as well, but I don't know. Every time I used to get on that track, the butterflies and the nervousness would kill me. But with football, it was different. I felt free. I felt liberated, But with track, I couldn't deal with the nerves at all.
Yeah, and as you know, track is more of an individual sport.
Yeah.
That's the reason for the nerves.
Yeah.
You were a part of the Phoenix Academy. What role did Craig Butler play in your career and development?
Well, I knew Craig Butler from prep school, high school. I was always close with him. But after my stint in Toronto FC, he basically rejuvenated my career and gave me back the confidence that I kind of lost while playing there. And he was the one that brought me to Malta because he was my agent at the time. And he was a father figure to me and somebody that helped me work on my weaknesses and perfect my craft in a way. So I have to give him a lot of credit for all of his efforts.
Good. What went wrong at Toronto FC?
I wouldn't say anything really went wrong. It was a good experience. I still have massive respect for them, and it was a learning curve for me. But unfortunately, I wasn't ready for the first team at the time. So they decided to part ways with me. It was amicable decision, something that I understood. I'm a truthful person when it comes down to myself. And I wasn't ready at the time to make that step.
Okay. Another coach, Never Bell. How significant was his role in your development?
Yeah, Never Bell, it was me coming back from Spain actually and coming straight into Manning Cup. Him as well was also a father figure to me. Great coach, good style of play, was something different that I wasn't used to from playing in Jamaica. It was like different for me. So yeah, it was a good time. We went to the semifinals with St. George's and everything. Played against Woolmer's National Stadium. I remember even that game I scored. So yeah, I shared some good memories down there.
Yeah, you mentioned Spain. I know you went to Valencia as a kid. What was that experience like in another country playing football?
It was a real culture shock, completely the opposite from Jamaica when it comes down to football, when it comes down to weather, when it comes down to language. Just imagine everything being different and opposite. But it was essential for my growth and also something I'm very grateful for.
Right, that's good, that's good. For those that don't know Martin Davis, what type of player are you?
I'm a player that likes to make things happen. I feel like I have a spark when I'm on the field. I like to get at defenders and I like to create problems for defenders, score goals, assists. I'm just an all-and-out attacker, whether it's wing or number 9, number 10. Yeah, I just like to make the difference.
JFF, you listening? Hope you're listening, JFF. Malta, why Malta? And how is it like playing there?
Malta was Craig's idea at the time. He thought it was a good stepping stone to get into Europe. I didn't want to go back to North America at the time. So he thought that was the easiest place for me to get acclimatized and start to playing and rejuvenate myself and make a name for myself. I think he was right. Malta is competitive, it's a competitive league. A lot of good teams there, a lot of people from different places in the world, Italy, Spain, Brazil. If you just look at my team alone and you look at the roster, you see a wide array of different people. So I like the league here, it's good.
And we've heard a lot about racial abuse in Europe. Have you ever encountered any of this playing in Malta?
Very few. Not nothing that I could really pinpoint, really, to be honest. It's not really one of those countries that are known for that, to be honest.
Good.
Yeah.
That's good, because we want the ballers to be comfortable wherever they play,
I mean, it's never going to be eradicated fully 100%.
That's true.
Here and there, but obviously, in other places in the world, it could be way worse.
So true. Martin, tell us, what's the best thing and what's the worst thing about Malta?
I would say it's a very, 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 very small country. That's one thing. So this stuff can be a bit repetitive, but it's also a very tropical place. It's an island, So it has probably the best climates in Europe. Very similar to Jamaica when it comes to the feel and the vibe of being here, especially in the summertime. So that's a positive.
So what is the food like and entertainment and all of that?
They have their typical Maltese food. It's good, very different, but it's good. And it's a tourist island, so the entertainment is always there. A lot of people come from all over Europe to Malta because of the weather and the attractions and just the whole tourist island vibe.
You have some persons that may say the Maltese Premier League is bush league or is not a good league. What do you have to say about that?
I would say that if you're somebody that understands football, you wouldn't really look at it in that type of way. I mean, it's not the highest level in Europe, being honest, but it's far from a bush league. Even my team, the previous conference league that we played, we beat Hajduk Split, which probably came third in Croatia. You know, Croatia went to the Worldcup finals. So that just shows the pedigree of the teams over here, especially the top teams. Not to say it's the best in the world or even close to that, but to say it's a bush league, I think that would be a bit harsh.
Yeah, I agree. You and your team, Jazeera, is in the Europa Conference. You played your first game. You played a game against, I don't remember that team, but you're down 2-0 on aggregate. You think you can pull that back?
We played against Reggae a couple of days ago.
Right.
They came in the Croatian league. But yeah, I do think that we can pull it back. I always have the most confidence in my team. And the best thing is that we're going there with nothing to lose, really. We're going there with confidence and we're going there to fight for the result. The away goal doesn't count anymore. So one goal can go back into it, and next goal, and then the game will go the extra mile. They're a better team than us on paper when it comes down to the transfer market and their market value compared to us. But before those 2 goals, which were very soft goals in my opinion too, it was the end game. We definitely put on a show. So I have most confidence that we can get a result if we go there and play fearless.
Yeah, man, and we'll be watching and we'll be tracking that result. Tegan.
Yeah, man, Mr. Martin. All right. A lot of your fans then, right, want to see you put on the national colors. You understand? So what are you doing to make this a reality for you to become one of the senior Reggae Boys? We know that you play for the under 20. So what are you doing to step up the ladder and play for the Reggae Boys?
Well, the way how I look at it, I just take it game by game. Every game is in my control about what I can do for myself. As I say, I go to Croatia. Sometimes we fly Tuesday and the game is on Thursday. That's a stage for me to perform and to show my talent. So that's also how I look at it. I just control what's in my power, continue to put out numbers, continue to show the world that I can play football, and hopefully the right eyes will see me and make the right decisions.
Okay, good, beautiful. All right, when Mr. Eddie was talking to you and he was asking why the switch, and you say you wasn't ready to step up for the first team, do you think you deserve a cap right now for the Reggae Boys? You think you're ready for that step?
Definitely, I do think that I'm ready for that step. I mean, I'm an honest person. I evaluate myself and I'm my hardest critic. I definitely think that I can be a part of the fold, or definitely think that I deserve a chance.
Okay.
And
all right, good.
This my work talks for itself. I think I have a good body of work that can suggest that, you know, he needs a look in. I deserve it.
Okay, beautiful, beautiful. So I hope the JFF is watching. They always watch us, so he deserves a shot. All right, Mr. Martin. We heard that you can also play for Canada. Is that true?
Yeah, I have a Canadian passport.
Okay, so you think the JFF is, if the JFF keep on dragging their feet and that opportunity come for you to play for Canada, would you take it?
I want to reach to the highest point in my career professionally, and as a professional footballer, I think it's vital for a player to play for his national team. So I'm going to go at any chance that I'm given to represent a national team. Obviously, Jamaica is my first choice. I'm Jamaican, and I can't wait to put back on those colors. But if I'm not given that opportunity and I'm performing how I am performing now, or even better in the future, then all doors are open for another alternative.
So do you think that the JFF, right, are doing enough to call up players to represent the Reggae Boyz?
To be honest, I see them making better steps now. They're calling a lot of talented players from different places. So they are making the right steps, but I think that we need a better player pool. I feel like nowadays the fans seem to know a bit more than the Jamaica Football Federation about the players playing all around Europe. And that's not a really good look. But I have to give them credit where credit is due, because I see them putting together a great squad, a great talented squad with players playing from different places. But yeah, there is definitely room for improvement.
What do you think about our chances in the World Cup qualifiers?
Same thing. I think that we have a great team. Obviously, there can be improvements made, but the fact that a lot of these players that are performing at such a high level for their club don't seem to be reproducing the same thing for the national team. And I'm not sure about the reason for that. I'm not inside the camp, or I don't have any knowledge about what's going on, but something definitely needs to be fixed in order for us to fulfill our true potential and be on top with the Americans and the Mexicans.
All right. We noticed that you wear number 19. Any significance?
You know, I just like how the number looks on me, to be honest. Purely aesthetic reasons, no real thing.
Like the look. Okay. All right, I'm going to ask you some quick fire questions. Right? You don't think about them too much. Ravel Morrison or Tyrick McGee?
Tyrick McGee.
Messi or Ronaldo?
Messi.
FIFA or PES?
FIFA.
Netflix or training?
Training.
All right, my boss.
So, all right. What are your highlights over your career so far?
My highlights of my career, I would say last season we played a game against Valletta, a team here in Malta, a big team. They won the title a couple times well, and we were down, and I scored 2 goals in maybe 5 minutes or 6 minutes or so. I think that was a big highlight in my career. 2 good goals as well. But yeah, I'm still creating history. I still want to win a title. So the goals and stuff like that don't mean too much to me to say it's a real highlight until I have some silverware with my team, to be honest.
I see that you're scoring some, based on talking to you, you're scoring some good goals and integral goals for your club. You feel like you're being tracked by any big club? You feel like any big club have any eyes on you? You have, example, like a Chelsea or a Arsenal or a Man U. You understand?
You know, sometimes when I go on the internet, I see these rumors and I see these talks, but I'm not too sure. And it's not something I really concern myself with either until it's something that my agent comes to me and said, this is something that will materialize or something that is solid. But yeah, so sometimes I go on the internet and I see a few things, and it's nice to see. It adds a little bit of motivation, a little fuel to the fire.
Oh, good. Yeah, man, that is good. So where do you see yourself 5 years time from now?
I want to be playing at the highest level, whether that's in Europe or whichever continent it is, and also for my national team. I want to be winning silverware, and yeah, that's where I see my career in the next 5 years.
Okay. So what is the hardest part of your journey thus far, and what did you do to overcome it?
The hardest part of my journey is being away from my loved ones, especially my daughter. Being able to see her only probably Christmas and summer, that can take an emotional toll on you, especially with COVID. with COVID, I missed a lot of time with my daughter. I missed a whole summer I had to be in Malta because of all of this, what they're doing with the travels and stuff. It's like a gamble every time you go on the plane. You don't know if your flight is going to be canceled or what's going on. So yeah, just being away from my loved ones and the emotional toll that can take. But you have to just realize that it's a sacrifice that you have to make to better the people's life that you love. So I just stay focused and focus on the task. As I say, take it game by game. And that's how I try and get over it. I just do the work that needs to be done.
Okay, beautiful. So, Mr. Davis, what advice would you give young people who want to become young future footballers?
I would say make a decision from early, number one, and follow through with dedication. Realize that sacrifice is necessary to reach to the top. And just keep going and always remember to have fun with it.
All right, so final question. Where can people follow you on social media? Where can they look up Mr. Martin Davis, the star in midfield, the attacking midfielder?
Underscore
Reggae Boyz.
I would say Instagram _Martin Davis, Twitter _Martin Davis, and Facebook Martin Davis.
All right. Do you want to do any big up to any of your fans? And, anybody you want to big up right about now?
I just want to big up everybody, all my fans on social media and in real life where it is. Just want to say how appreciative I am for the continuous love and support. It never goes unseen and it's real big motivation for me. So just thank you.
Okay.
Yes,
all right.
Yes, Martin Davis. I want to thank you for joining us today and in the Sports DTM studios.
My pleasure.
It's been a long while I wanted to get Martin Davis on the program, but not do happen before it's time.
I promise.
Yeah, we want to big him up. And fans out there, this is another interesting interview with another big baller, top baller, Martin Davis, the man himself. A lot of persons wanted us to do something with Martin Davis. So there you have it. We're listening to our fans. So big up on yourself and please remember, as usual, like the video, subscribe, leave a comment as usual. Be blessed.